Hey guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we are here with a review of MotoGP 2014, the game. This is on the Xbox 360, but it pretty much goes into relation for the PS4, PS3, PC, and I guess the PS Vita version as well. So I'll be covering all of the pros and the cons about this game, but before I get into it, I just want to quickly mention my career mode walkthrough for anyone interested. I'm going to leave it down in the description of this video. I really would appreciate if you checked it out. And I'm putting a lot of effort into it, so it'd be great to see a lot of people watching it. So if you want to watch a walkthrough on this game and you're not totally decided on whether you want to buy it, definitely go and check out the walkthrough. I'm going from the start in Moto 3 all the way up to MotoGP. Anyway, as I said, this is a review, so I'm going to get into the pros and cons about it. First off, I'll start about the good points, the pros on this game. And I've got to say, so far, the career mode has been absolutely excellent. It seems to be even better than last year. I don't know how, in a way, because it's pretty much exactly the same, but it just feels so fun. The racing is great, and I've got to say the progression, the ideas that they've got into it are really good as well. Like the social media feeds and everything. It makes you actually feel like you are the motorbike rider. And a lot of people have been asking me whether it's really that much different, the career mode in this to MotoGP 2013. And in all honesty, it is not that much different. But I think, in all honesty, if you're a MotoGP fan, you're going to be wanting to get this just because it's got the updated riders, the updated tracks, a couple of new tracks in it this year, obviously a couple of new bikes as well, and riders. So overall, there's a lot of new content in the game, and I think there's some classic modes as well, some new classic bikes, if that makes any sense. But I think overall, if you can find it, if you can find it at a good price, definitely worth the cost at the moment. But I was in the middle of talking about career mode before I got diverted off there. But yeah, the career mode progression is great. It's something that a lot of games are missing. The sort of the progression from a bottom tier to a top tier, and this game definitely has it. Moto 3 is where you start. You have a season at least in that. Then Moto 2, you get a season in that. Then Moto GP. So it takes you about 60 races or so to get to Moto GP. But by that time, you've sort of enabled yourself to earn the respect of the fans and the teams, because obviously you have to earn the respect of the teams as well. They don't just pick you up automatically. You have to do well in the races to make sure that they get, they want to sign you up. So enabling going through all those categories enables you to learn the game, understand where you can push, where you can't. And overall, I played through MotoGP 2013. But if you're new to MotoGP games, definitely give it a shot. Pick it up. It is a really great game. Sorry, I'm getting around Ioma there, but we'll go back to the pits now. Return to pit and see if that's good enough to get us through to the second qualifying. But yeah, the career progression is amazing, and I honestly think it's better than last year. I don't know how to describe how it's better than last year, but overall, it has been a lot of fun, and I think that if you want to go into a long career mode, this is going to be the place for you, because it's got a huge amount of content, and you're not going to be left thinking, what am I going to do next? So yeah, pick it up if you want to do the career mode. Right, why is it not going? There you go. As I said, I haven't done qualifying before, so I don't know really what it's doing here particularly, but I suppose next up I'll talk about the sort of update, because you may notice that I'm just going to skip to the races in the way. I don't know what's happening there, in all honesty. But the DLC, sorry, as this is a live commentary, you might realise I stutter and mess up a couple of things. But a DLC or an update to make sure all of the riders are in the game is coming, I'm hearing Wednesday next week. So at the moment you only have like 21 riders in the races, which isn't great, but at least they're giving us a quick update, very near the start of the release, giving us all the riders into the game. So that's good. I'm very thankful of Milestone for doing that. Most games will be like, oh, we'll leave it a couple of months, and by that time they'll be just trying to make sure people are still interested in the game. But Milestone giving it to us straight away, so we just get into the game and have as much fun as we can when it first comes out. So that's an idea to suppose make people want to buy it straight away. So DLC will be coming hopefully Wednesday to enable everybody. It's not really a DLC, it's an update really, to enable us to have all of the riders in the game. And I think, if I'm correct, I think it has all of the riders and all of the teams from Moto3 all the way up to MotoGP. I'm hearing a couple of teams aren't licensed, but if I'm aware of what's happening, I think they've got all of them licensed now. So at first they might not have had all of them licensed. Whoa, lag. That's one of the problems I'll talk about in a second. But to my best knowledge, I think that they've got all of the riders and their teams in now. That might have been the slight reason why some of them were delayed whilst they were getting some of the licensing all sorted out. But yeah, to my best knowledge, I think they've got all of the riders and all the teams from Moto3 all the way up to MotoGP, which is really, really good. And one thing I've got to say, there are lots of different assist settings, because I realise there are lots of different levels of people. When I first played a MotoGP game back in MotoGP 2013, I was pretty terrible. You can go back and look at the first episode, and I was all over the place. I was using a keyboard, which wasn't great, but I was still pretty terrible. No, didn't cause a crash there. But there are lots of different assist settings to have all levels. I mean, there are loads of assist settings, traction control, all that sort of stuff. And you can also turn on the penalties and all that sort of stuff. So there is a lot of different things that you can make sure that you get better as a rider, but then at the same time you can race against AI which are there with you. I think there are four difficulty settings. I think you've got easy, medium, hard, very hard. And what I'm hearing, I don't know whether this is true, so don't take my word for it, but what I'm hearing is that there might be an update at some point to have a very, very hard AI difficulty setting, but don't take my word for it. I don't know, but that's just a rumour that I've been hearing for this game, so who knows, we might even get 5 difficulties in this game at some point. Maybe a bit later down the line when everyone gets a bit better, so there's actually a reason for the harder difficulty, but at the moment I'm playing on medium. I'm hoping to move up to hard difficulty soon, but we'll see. You'll see in my career mode if you watch that. Just a shameless plug there to watch my career mode, but yeah, anyway. 2 cons. And I want to be honest with you guys, because I feel that if you're going to spend your money on it, you want to get an honest review. So, in all honesty, there are a couple of problems with this version of the game. The Xbox 360 version has a couple of problems. I'm hearing there aren't any problems, there aren't any of these problems with the PS4 version, but I'm assuming the PS3 version has the same problems. So, you might want to listen to this. A couple of problems with lag in the menus in certain parts of the track. You saw through turn 1, you'll see it in a second here. Quite a lot of just sort of laggy, frame ratey issues, which really, it's not fun to drive through that, or just even flick through the menus. I think you'll see it any second now, if I don't fall off the bike. Nope, it didn't do it that time. The one time I want it to make a mistake, it doesn't do it. Well, anyway, it has some sort of problems with FPS sometimes. It's not all the time, but it is sometimes, especially in the menu, in the pits. It has that sort of problems, but I'm hearing that's not the issue with the PS4 version. I'm assuming it probably is a problem with the PS Vita version as well, but yeah, that's really pretty much my only concern with this game on Xbox 360 is just the lag and the frame rate issues in certain points in the game, and maybe the fact that it isn't fully optimized. So that is a problem. If you don't mind about having a couple of little issues like that, maybe until they release an update, which inevitably they will, because Milestone are really good with that sort of stuff, but you're going to have to put up with that for the start if you've got it on Xbox or PS3. The only other little thing I do say, maybe with the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, I'm not sure about the PC, PS4 or Vitas, but I'm pretty sure this is the same version as the PS3, but a couple of problems with the graphics. Sometimes it takes them a little bit of time to load up properly, which is a bit annoying, but overall I'm not really having any problems with it. Oh, are we going to win? Did we win? Okay, I just sort of cut off right in the middle of a sentence there, but anyway, the graphics, sometimes they're not optimised perfectly, sometimes it takes them a little while to load in, but overall I'd say it's not too bad. The only problem the only con I found really is some lag frame rate issues at times, but I'm sure that will be fixed. Fingers crossed at least. Anyway, I've stayed on the screen because I want to show you how close that race was. No thousandths of a second apparently between me or Pedrosa. But I guess I won because I was carrying more speed across the line. I'm not too sure. But wow, that's the closest race I've ever had. I think I had a similar thing in my career mode walkthrough. First and second finished that far apart. But wow, that is I think a testament to show how good this game really is. I mean, look how close the racing is, and it's pretty much realistic to real life. You've got the front four, then you've got people like Bradle, Dovizioso, Espargaro, Crutchlow, Bautista, all those sort of people in a pack there. And then from sort of 15th back, you've got that pack of sort of slower end bikes. But yeah, overall, I think I would give this game a 9 out of 10 currently. Probably more like an 8.5 out of 10. That's probably my final score in this game at the moment. If they fix the lag in the menus, that's going to be easily a 9. And if they fix some of the sort of graphic optimization, that's easily a 9.5. I don't know whether you can really ever give a game 10 out of 10 because it can never be perfect, but overall I'm really loving this game. A couple of simple fixes will get it up there into the territory of one of my favourite games ever, but at the moment I'm having a huge amount of fun with this game. I'll be doing more in the walkthrough, and yeah, if you want to watch that, be sure to tune into that. But yeah, that's my review. I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10 is my current review score for this game. And look at that, some really lovely slow-mo shots in the TV replay cameras. But yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching, I appreciate it. Sorry I might have rambled on at some points. What is it doing? I don't know. I'm messing up the replays, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.